Hello, little learners. Welcome back to Little Teacher. Today, we are stepping into another magical journey where stories turn into lessons, and lessons turn into treasures for your heart. Imagine a big glowing lantern being lit just for you, guiding you through paths of courage, kindness, and dreams. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let's begin. There once was a small seed lying in the dark soil. The seed whispered, "It's too dark here. I'm too small to grow." But deep inside, it still pushed a little each day. It reached for the sun it could not see. Rain watered it, and wind whispered encouragement. Slowly, the seed broke open, and a green sprout appeared. Days passed, and the sprout became a tall tree. Children played in its shade, birds sang in its branches, and fruits grew for everyone. The seed's journey shows us that even when things feel dark, growth is happening inside. Patience and faith turn small beginnings into tall trees. Now let's visit a little boy who loved stars. His name was Sami. Every night, he would lie on the grass and look up, counting the shining dots above. People teased him, saying, "Why stare at the sky? Dreams don't feed you." But Sami kept dreaming. Years later, he built a telescope, then studied the galaxies, and one day, he became an astronaut. His rocket carried him among the very stars he once counted. Dreams may look far away, but with hard work, they become places you can reach. Kindness, too, has its own story. In a busy village, there was an old woman carrying heavy water pots. Many people passed by, too busy to help. Then a little boy named Ollie ran forward. He carried one pot for her, step by step, until she reached her home. The woman smiled, her eyes shining with gratitude. That small act warmed not just her heart, but the entire street, because kindness spreads like sunlight. One spark can brighten many lives. Do you know the story of Helen Keller? She was a little girl who could not see or hear. The world was silent and dark for her, but her teacher, Aunt Sullivan, held her hand and began teaching her letters by touching her palm. At first, Helen didn't understand, but one day when water poured on her hand, she suddenly realized those movements meant water. From then on, her world opened. Helen went on to write books, give speeches, and inspire millions. She proved that nothing can stop a determined heart, not even silence or darkness. There once was a little turtle named Mina. Mina wanted to race like the rabbits, but everyone laughed. "You are too slow," they said. Still, every day she practiced, moving one small step at a time. She didn't stop to compare herself. She just kept moving forward. One day, when the animals held a race, Mina joined. The rabbits ran fast, but soon grew tired. Mina kept going, steady and strong. By the end, she reached the finish line first. The forest cheered. Mina's story reminds us that slow progress is still progress. Step by step, you reach your goals. Another story comes from a village by the river. A young girl named Noor loved painting, but her colors were always faint because she could only afford old brushes. People laughed at her paintings, but she didn't give up. She painted every day with what little she had. One afternoon, a traveler saw her work and was amazed. He gave her a set of bright paints and brushes. With them, Noor created art so beautiful that the whole village came to see. Her story teaches us this. Even when resources are small, effort and passion shine through. Keep practicing, and the world will notice. Let's pause for a moment and think of gratitude again. Imagine waking up and feeling the warm sunlight on your face. Imagine smelling fresh bread from the kitchen. Imagine your parents calling your name with love. These are everyday gifts we often forget to notice. When we whisper thank you, we make simple moments feel magical. Gratitude turns an ordinary day into a treasure chest of joy. Here's another fable for you. A group of birds once lived happily in the forest. One day, a hunter set a large net to trap them. The birds flew down and got caught together. They tried flapping alone, but the net was too heavy. Then the leader said, "If we flap our wings together, we can lift it." They listened, flapped as one, and the whole net rose into the sky. They flew until they found safety. Together, they escaped. The birds teach us this. When we help one another and work as a team, even the heaviest problems can be lifted. And now, my little learners, it's time for a promise. Place your hand on your heart and say with me, I will be patient like the sea. I will dream like Sami. I will help like Ollie. I will learn like Helen. I will keep moving like Mina. I will create with passion like Noor. I will be grateful for every gift, and I will stand together with others like the flock that flew free. These promises make us stronger every day. Remember, each of you is carrying a lantern of light. With courage, kindness, dreams, and gratitude, your lantern will shine brighter and brighter. Never forget you are special, you are strong, and you are never too small to make a difference. Thank you for joining me today, dear friends. Until next time, keep shining, keep smiling, and keep learning with Little Teacher. Sweet dreams and good night.